Okay, so for this video, we're going to look at a few more examples of recurring decimals. Now, I want you to spot what the main difference is between these two and any type of issues that you might come across when we're doing our subtraction. So hopefully you've noticed that the recurring part here for the first example is something that you've already come across. And you can remember that when we do our subtraction, we had in the previous example we did, for example, 100y take away 1y. Well, the difference here is if we were to do 100y take away 1y, the recurring part doesn't match. So the only difference here is we just need to make sure we pick a suitable multiple of y so that when we subtract, we eliminate the recurring part entirely. And actually in this example, there's quite a few options. Now again, we could keep going. We could do 10,000y, we could do 1,000,000y, but actually in this case, we've got our combination here. So on the right hand side, well, if we want to get rid of the recurring part, well, all of these have 0.4 recurring after the decimal. So we just want to pick the easiest options, which in this case, I think is going to be 100y and 10y. So let's write that out here. So convert 0.64 recurring into a fraction. So let 10y equal 6.4444 recurring. And then we're going to use 100y, which is equal to 64.4 recurring. When we do our subtraction for this, 100 take away 10 is going to give you 90y. 64 take away 6 is going to give you 58. And then the recurring part just kind of cancels out. So 4 take away 4 and so on. So once we write this as a fraction, this becomes, if we divide both sides by 90, divide by 90. So that means that y is equal to 58 over 90. And in this case, they're both even, so we can actually simplify. 58 divided by 90 will become 29 over 45. And now remember, y is equal to 29 over 45, but y is also equal to the question 0.64 recurring. Therefore, 0.6 recurring is equal to 29 over 45. And that's your proof. So the skill that you picked up here, so whenever you have recurring decimals, you're going to use some multiples of y or x, whichever letter you use, and you want the recurring part to be eliminated. It's up to you to pick sensible combinations. There are questions where you might do 1000y take away 100y, 1000y take away 1y, 100y take away 1y, and so on. Any combination that eliminates the recurring part and leaves you with a nice fraction, which you should then simplify. So there's two practice questions on the next bit. I want you to try both. Pause the video, try both of these conversions, pick sensible multiples of your algebraic expression, and then eliminate them. Pause the video now, and then the answers will appear in a second. Okay, so here are the answers. So hopefully you've got 428 over 999, or for the second question, 622 over 990. Okay, so now we'll do a quick true or false and just practice figuring out which multiple of your expression we're going to use. So let's say you have 0.9 recurring. Would you use 10x and then take away 1x? Well, we can see from here, yes, it would be eliminated. So this is true. How about for the next one? 0.65 recurring. Pause the video, check yourself briefly, and then I'll show you the answer. So in this case, 10x would be 6.5 recurring, and 100x would be 65.5 recurring. So yeah, that does work. That's correct. Okay, 0.92 recurring. Will 10x and 1x work? Okay, let's have a go. X would be 0.92, 92. 10x would be 9.2929. That does not work, so that's a false. Okay, next one. 0.775 recurring. Does that work? Right, so that is going to be 10x would be 7.75 recurring. 7.757575. 1000x would be 775. Point 757575. So that does actually subtract it eliminates the repetition. So that's a true. Okay, so the final example here is 0.4 with the 5 recurring. Can you use 1000x take away 10x? So pause the video if you hadn't finished. I'm going to go through it now. So 10x would be 4.5 recurring, and 1000x would be 455.55 recurring. So in this case, yes, we can. We could have also used 100x instead of 1000x, but either way, we will get the same answer. So that is your true or false. You're now going to practice a couple of questions. Pause the video here, have a go with all of these, and then the solutions will appear in the next couple of seconds. Okay, so hopefully you have attempted all of these questions. The solutions are here. The working out is not shown for all of these, but you can kind of fill in the blanks. There's a couple of worked solutions on the next slide as well, so I'm going to show you these as well, so you can rewind and pause if you need to check, but these are the answers to the questions that you need. Okay, so that is recurring decimals. Make sure to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and we've got some more videos coming up for you next time.